Okay, so this is a build I've been tweaking on. I've been having some fun with. It is a shotgun build, but you're taking your shotgun just to the point that it's a one shot. It's a one shot Willie. You got to be now. There's two things wrong with this one. One is that you don't want to let the NPC stay alive too long, so they start thinking and trying to get around you. Get them to kill themselves by using a deflector shield, but it takes longer because they hesitate when they see that shield go up. You follow me? So you gotta try to find a way to like pop that shield up, run up on it, pop it up when they don't expect it. You know what I mean? And make them kill themselves. That's that sort of deal. This is gonna be challenging because we got an elite with a bunch of guys that's basically gonna fan out, right? So there's two ways that I do this. One, I would say come in from this way with your back to this wall. They typically don't come too far back here. That gives them too much room to wiggle and fan out. So you got 4.4 armor. Act like it. You're going to get in there, right? And the reason why you want to get in there is because you want them to kill themselves with the deflector. So, like back in this corner, but you don't want to get trapped. So once they start fanning out, you want to start making your way back this way. It's like a tango. You know what I mean? Or run straight back here. This is another good one right here.
I'll take this one myself.
Because they typically don't come behind this ball. I would like to get the big guy by himself. But I gotta drop these dudes quick. See, the big dude is killing him. He done killed the robot and everything. He taking damage from himself too. You see how I'm kind of hugging this corner though, so it's kind of hard for them to hit me. All they really get is deflector shield. The big guy gonna come up here to seal the deal. Oh, that was smart. See how much damage my shield just took and now it's back up. That's because of that autophaser. All right, here we go. Yep. He said those shields are tough. Yes, they are. Hold on, let me do this real quick.
Over here.
That was a big guy that killed him. You effing yourself up. Now, who you think did that damage to you? You did that to yourself. Come on, big guy. He's dead. Now, if you seen this big old tank do that to himself, what you think was gonna happen to you when you start shooting him?
Rogue agent detected.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We got a rogue agent. I don't know if I'm not doing this with no rogue agent. I'm gonna go in there and check out that rogue agent. I'm gonna switch to system corruption for him. But before we do that, let's check out the build breakdown. So check this out, bro. And the reason I say I don't want to go rogue agent with this is because if he got EMP rounds, I'm gonna be in bad shape, right? I don't know if they're gonna have EMP rounds, and it's gonna be too late to change the build once I get in there. But yeah, EMP rounds is gonna do some dirty work to you with this build, even with 4.4 in armor. So that's where we at with it. Trying to figure out how we're gonna tweak that, how we're gonna make it so that it's it could take either you can withstand more damage or deliver more damage, right? Now that could be just simply swapping out these weapons. Of course, you need the busy little bee, but maybe you'll swap out these weapons for something that's even more powerful. You follow me? So once you swap, it's boom, drop them like thunder. You know what I'm saying? So that could be it. But let's look at how we got this set up. I'm gonna tell you right now, we probably don't need these 2 foundry pieces. Maybe we can go for something else. I got the second piece just for a little bit of extra armor, but also because of that 50% shield health. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've run this without the extra bulwark piece, and it was fine. You know, the shield performed the exact same. So as you can see, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage, but you can survive it as long as you be smart with your gameplay. As long as you've learned, know how to control that room, figure out how to control the room, right? And you'll be just fine, right? So this is bulwark. We got some status effect. We're not using that at all. Right here, you got repair skill. We're not using that either. But that's 2 bulwark pieces. Right here, we got Picara's holster, of course, armor regen 15. We're using all of that, skill haste and skill tier, right? Going right up here, we got skill haste at the bottom, repair skill that we are not using, 10% skill damage, shotgun 5% to armor, Badger Tough 0F, right? That's the same breakable that I always use. This one right here, we got a little bit of crit chance up top, but we got 2 11.5 skill haste. We got total armor 5 and then health. Again, if you're just looking at how we got to so much armor, you can see that throughout the build here too, right? So right here, we got another 170. And of course, thanks to the Ninja Backpack, we got that extra skill tier down there in the Picaro's holster. 12% on the skill haste on this one. Resourceful talent is boosting everything in the build, right? Right? If you're unfamiliar with the resourceful talent, that's basically turning that 2-piece to a 3-piece, to 1-piece to a 2-piece, and that's basically what we got going on. Now, with all of that said, of course you keep we're going to keep the artificer with the deflector shield, and we want to keep this. Now I can tell you this, another gun that some of you might prefer would be the Liberty. I would say that I try using the Liberty with this, and the Liberty did perform well. I mean, with the Liberty, you can get shots that's like at 1,000,000 with the Liberty. And of course, with the headshot, here's the talent, the headshot will consume all the stacks that you build up, and it will repair your shield. So that might be something else you might want to look into in terms of using a shield and repairing your shield. Obviously this gun was built for shields. So that's another thing to think about, right? Because either way, when you use the deflector, you're locked in on a pistol. And the entire time, you're going to have a deflector up majority of the time that you're using this build. So maybe you don't want to go busy little bee. Maybe you want to try Liberty. Instead of, swapping weapons to get that weapon damage boost, you just go straight through and power through with the Liberty. Now it is a slower firing weapon, right? We're not running it on a striker, so you're not getting an increase in round per minute. You can see it's a very different, your round per minute is 400 here and 173 for your Liberty. So that might be a route you might consider going. But either way, it is a fun build. It is worth the examination and the research. What do you think? How would you do this differently? I would say certainly go shotgun. This one's, a little bit faster, and it holds 12 in the magazine. And I'm telling you, I gotten to a point where I've hit these, I've one-shotted dudes with this. You know what I'm saying? So, one-shot Willie. You could do it. Up to you. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. How would you tweak this? I'm still working on it. Typically I like to give myself 3 days. So 3 days, we'll revisit this build, and we'll see where we ended up with it. All right, with all of that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's time for me to go in here and take care of these rogue agents, system corruption style. With all that said, I'm out of here. Peace.